Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Zesty Thoughts with your host, Anabla. Welcome to episode 92. Girl, girl, it's hot out here. It's summer, basically. Basically, it's summer. Basically, it's actually summer. It's so hot. I'm trying to commit to the fit today, y'all, and there may be regrets in process. We will find out. I'll keep y'all updated on that. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week. It's July. Was it July last week? In last week's episode, it was July. It was July. It's like 2 weeks into July. Okay. It's getting closer to my birthday now, so period. I do apologize ahead of time if you're hearing noise from my fan action right now. I just absolutely can't do it. My actual fan that I plug in, it would be way too loud. I do have the windows open. Do not have an AC in my room, so your girl's going through it. Your Irish girl is going through it right now. It's freaking hot. It's like 80 something on the west side. Okay. Help. Anyway, I hope y'all have been great. I've had a really nice week. This past weekend, I went to see my friend in a play. Dion was in a play. Like, okay, triple threat. Okay, triple threat. So that was really cool. I haven't been to a show in a minute. And now I'm like, wait, I haven't done theater in so long. I'm kind of itching. But honestly, when I think about as a whole, theater and acting and performing stuff, I feel like there's something about film acting that I've always had this soft spot for and connected to a little bit more. But it has been a hot minute since I've acted. But I'm inspired nonetheless. So, oh my God, y'all. I got into Love Island so freaking late. I literally binged the entire season. This most recent season, this week, basically. This week and last week, I just freaking binged it. And there's probably gonna be a little bit of spoilers here. I'm really happy that Bryce and Trinity won. I feel like there was literally no other choice, if I'm being honest. I did also like Kata and Zach. I had a soft spot for them, but I feel like it just was the only thing that made sense. If I'm being honest, why were there? I don't know. They could have literally after once they were down to 5 or 6 couples, they could have just ended the show there. If I'm being honest. I also feel like Carl and Anaya were not that into each other. Did anybody else sense that they were just faking it? I mean, Carl seemed not for a fucking second he was in that thing. Carl and Anaya were just there because they didn't want to get kicked off. I feel like they weren't really that into each other. I never sensed anything special between them. Either that or they just never showed it. I feel like they were just there because. And I don't really know why he took her back. That was crazy. But I don't know, maybe he's just not an emotional person. He doesn't show his emotions with his facial expressions or his body language or anything. I don't know. It just felt very fake to me. So I'm very curious to see if they're gonna even attempt to date after the show, because I feel like it was all just kind of just so they wouldn't get kicked off. No lie. Sincere pissed me the fuck off. I have beef with that man. And I empathize with Melanie, but girl, I don't know. I don't know if people can change. I don't know that. From experience in life, I don't know that yet. I have not lived through that to know that someone is capable of change for the better in that way. My kind of pessimistic side, I guess. Or I guess just me speaking from my experience, not knowing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's crazy. Obviously, I'm so proud of Bryce and Trinity. They were just the obvious winners. They've been the obvious winners for a minute, basically. Yeah, the season was crazy. Sincere pissed me the fuck off. Casey pissed me the fuck off. Anyway, that's my brief rant. I don't really have much to say. It's over now. I haven't really been watching it throughout the season, so I haven't had much to say because I literally just binged most of it this last week. But yeah, that's the tea. Zesty Thoughts Book Club for the month of July. I'm reading a book that was gifted to me. I have a good friend who's Buddhist, and I was gifted The Buddha in Your Mirror. I have always been curious about spirituality and other religions, and Buddhism to me specifically has always been oh, what's the tea with this? Because every Buddhist I've ever met is so internally and externally peaceful. They just radiate peace and it's infectious. And I can't really say that about like every person I've met from like any other religion, basically. So I'm like, what is the tea here? What's going on? So I've been very curious. I've even chanted with her here and there, and that was a really, really cool experience. So I am reading this. It is the book written by Greg Martin, Ted Marino, and Woody Hawkswinder. I hope I'm saying that right. So far, so good. One thing from the book that I have like kind of been meditating and thinking and praying on recently is the concept of impermanence. Definition of impermanence, for those of you that don't know, is a state of being temporary or fleeting. The fundamental property of all things being subject to constant change, decay, and ending. It highlights that nothing in the physical or mental universe lasts forever, as everything is in continuous flux of arising and passing away. Change, y'all. I have recently come to realize while meditating on this that I have these like deep-seated kind of control issues, and they don't often manifest in my real life other than maybe like, oh, I'm not super spontaneous. I like to have plans. Like I like to like know what I'm doing and like have a schedule, and like doing things last minute kind of like stresses me out. Like it kind of like bugs me. Sometimes I like force myself into it because I know it's good, but I do have this like consistent underlying kind of like thing with control that I have been, I've recognized, and it's something that I'm like working on and trying to grow through. And this book is really, it's just like another layer of me opening my eyes to this characteristic of myself and understanding how I can grow through it and just being aware of it. Accepting impermanence as, fact, and accepting it in your daily life in any given moment regarding any situation that comes up regarding like something that's out of my control. It's something that's really brought me a lot of peace, and it's helped me with my patience. It's also helped me come to, realizations of like, well, whatever's meant to be will be. And I always had that mantra growing up. Not that I grew out of it, but I've just had a lot of phases in my like 20s where I don't know, like if I'm being honest, maybe I haven't been the most like positive. And I think that I've always described myself as like a positive person, and I am for the most part, like probably comparatively speaking, but I do feel like I could always do better, basically. I could always improve in that aspect of my life. As I've mentioned before, I do have my little patience stone back here somewhere on my pod set. I used to carry that with me, and now like maybe I should. Maybe I should just have this with me at all times as like a reminder, basically, like mental health wise, spiritually, to just leave how things are going to happen, right? The process of them happening and the timing of them happening, to release myself from like those expectations and those thoughts and all of that. And just remember that like nothing lasts forever. This like concept of kind of like detachment also, I feel like pairs very well hand in hand with impermanence, that life is fleeting, and like to not get too attached to things, that like something could just happen out of nowhere, and you need to have the mental capacity and the clarity and the mental strength to understand that it doesn't like define you, obviously, first of all, and then it doesn't you don't have to create your whole personality around something that's like a major life change or like a devastation or like a impasse basically in your life. I feel like I'm saying a whole lot of nothing right now. I hope some of y'all are resonating with this. But yeah, regardless, I'm meditating a lot on impermanence, and I do feel like it's bringing me into more of like a mature mindset regarding like everything going on in my life right now, and like things that I've gone through in the past, and also just like acceptance that the future is not in my hands. I mean, it is to an extent. You make what you want out of this life, but sometimes that it doesn't work out the way you think it will, or like sometimes you're going for something and then it's something else, and to not be like so attached, basically, to relinquish control. So that's been really great. I'm really liking this book so far. So I would highly recommend it. It does give a little bit of history, specifically on like Nichiren Buddhism. It's very interesting if you are spiritually curious or just interested in learning about like theology, I guess. It's cool. I like it. I highly recommend it. Next up, y'all, next segment, I have a review for y'all. I did listen to Olivia Rodrigo's most recent album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. And boy, did this album hit me at the right time, basically. I did really like it. I saved a few tracks. There is like still an aspect of Olivia Rodrigo's music that I think I can't fully connect to because it's I feel like obviously she's younger and she's like writing the bulk of this music. Her writing is brilliant, by the way. I'm a huge fan of just her cadence, and I don't know, I like the way she writes a lot. Um and I can appreciate that like so much. I think it's very creative and fun and fresh and like just like actually just good writing. Um Although like I said, there's some of it that's like she's young. Like I can't relate to some of those things because I'm not that young anymore, or just like the mindset of someone at that age that still hasn't like gone through certain things and learned certain things. There's some of it I can't relate to, but God, some of these songs are just so well done. And because she's younger, not only sonically does this album feel very nostalgic, but like lyrically and conceptually, it feels nostalgic to me because I think of when I was younger and I maybe felt these certain feelings or felt a type of way. And yeah, I really like it for that reason too. My favorite tracks were Begged, Less, and Cigarette Smoke. This woman can really eat down a ballad. Like she can eat a ballad down. And I think those are like consistently my favorite songs of hers. Like Lacey, I love that song. Lacey's beautiful. I mean, I do like her like pop rock, like fun songs too, but this album is so interesting and the ballads are just completely unmatched, y'all. They're so good. Cigarette Smoke's crazy. That song's crazy. I was like, what do I relate to this? That's crazy. But yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 to me, just for the sheer fact that like I as a musician, I can immediately sense the intention that was put into this album. It's very diverse production-wise, genre bending, like I love kind of the 90s alternative kind of energy that it's bringing. It's done in a tasteful way. And so if you're into like music from the 90s, like alternative singer-songwriters, I think you will have a lot of appreciation for this. I don't know whether you'll relate to things lyrically, but I do think you'll be able to appreciate the sonic quality and the arrangement and the production. It's just really fun and playful and nostalgic, and I love it. I love when people do nostalgic stuff well. I'm just waiting for like some Motown shit to come back, basically. Basically, that's all I want. I'm like, can someone just make a Motown record? We have not been able to resurge soul music and Motown and like disco in the same way. That has not been done yet in in an effective way. I mean, if there are some artists out there that are on that shit and I'm just not put onto them, let me know. Please let me know because that's the shit I'm trying to be on. So yeah. But yeah, so I really like the album overall. I would recommend. Also, y'all, I'm sending out a formal SOS. I literally have this constant battle with my Mac running out of storage, basically. I do keep most of my pod stuff, music, like production, files, everything like that, like on a hard drive. But I don't know what the tea is with that, basically. Because I've been trying to clear storage this week, I've been going through my camera roll like little by little, and I already have like all my photos on an external like backed up just in case, since like literally like 2011 or something, which is crazy. But yeah, I've been going through old photos, and tell me why literally half of my camera roll is my cat. Is anybody else that have an animal, like their camera roll is like completely, and it's just like It's hard for me to like delete pictures because I'm like, oh, but she looks so cute here. Like she looks derpy. Like, oh my God. Also, just like little videos under 10 seconds, they just be eating at my storage, bro. I don't know what to do. So I've just been going through old photos and I did want to have a little segment on here to show y'all baby pictures of me because I think they're hysterical. And I always told people that I was like blonde when I was little and like fuckers don't believe me. So I'm about to drop some proof right here in the pod. Okay, this first one is like literally concrete proof of the blonde. I have vivid memories of this bike. I also have a vivid memory, not when I was this age, but like a little older, probably like when I got my next bike, the upgrade, of falling off and like absolutely just obliterating my elbow falling off a bike. But yeah, I do remember this bike and it was so period. I love the design of it. It was such a cute, demure bike. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, this next fit, she's cute, she's demure, she's patriotic basically. I grew up in Huntington Beach for those of y'all that don't know. And yeah, basically their parade, like they don't fuck around when it comes to 4th of July. And the parade is like one of the biggest 4th of July parades west of the Mississippi. So I have a lot of like fun childhood memories. We would go like the day before, like 2 days before, and like chalk out an area on Main Street. You'd like chalk out literally with chalk, like write your name and stuff and like reserve a spot. And then you'd show up the next morning at like the ass crack of dawn and like set up chairs and bring food and everything and just chill and watch the parade. So I do have some fun childhood memories of that. She's so cute. Okay, this is a fun one. This was in preschool. Yeah, preschool. This is like probably some Christmas show in preschool. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm always ready for my close-up, that's for sure. This is so precious. This is me with my Nana, my dad's mom. I love this photo so much. That was like a pillow that I had. Don't know why I had a pillow. Actually, I do know. I was constantly sleeping everywhere. Up until like college, basically, even like through part of college, I could just fall asleep anywhere at any given time. So I don't know, probably at some point my parents were like, we need to like have something with us. We need to be ready. It's giving narcolepsy basically. But yeah, this photo is so precious. I think this is like at a birthday of mine. So cute. Hugs. This fit eats down. I don't care what none of y'all say. The glasses that match I think it's like a bathing suit, maybe it's like a dress, but they just do not make like clothes like they did in the 90s anymore. Like the patterns, I just I just love that aesthetic. I think this is such a funny picture. Oh my God, I love to show this photo to my students and like freak them out. Like, do you want to see me with a snake when I was little? Also me with my Nana. And I still have the shirt, literally. The shirt she's wearing. I like wear it all the time. So love that photo. I've always loved snakes. Cammy, I'm sorry in advance if you watch this episode. I probably should have given you a trigger warning. Cammy's like deathly afraid of snakes. So sorry about that, girl. Sorry if anybody's triggered by this. Oh my gosh, all these precious photos of my Nana. This is cute. This is like downtown Huntington Beach again. Probably after like a beach day. Just the vibes are so cute. I was a skirt gal. I've always been a skirt gal. I want more skirts, like flowy skirts like this, especially now, girl, in this heat. Yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. This was me. I was a towhead, you guys. I like no one believes me. I was literally a towhead. This is, I think it's like a Christmas type portrait. So cute, so precious. I love this photo. This is me with my with my cousin. I think also at a birthday. The sass was real, or maybe at a wedding or something. I'm trying to remember the context of this photo, but yeah. Once a sassy girl, always a sassy girl. That's for sure. Oh, this is me in my T-ball days. I still have this hat. It does have my last name engraved on the back. So, yeah. And funny story about my T-ball days. I literally did T-ball just for 1 year, like in kindergarten. For those of you that don't know, T-ball is like they don't like pitch to you. The ball gets put on like a pole and it like rests on the top and then you like bat. So you don't even get pitched to. It's like, it's like nothing basically. But my first time that I ever hit a home run basically in T-ball, I did run to third base instead of first base. Like I went the wrong direction. And I just remember like it's in slow motion, the entire crowd of parents being like, no, go the other way. I will never live that shit down. I love this photo. This is also a really cute one. I love this fit. I kind of wish I had this fit now, basically. I guess that's like what I'm learning from all these pictures. Just like I always had fits. I was throwing fits, and yeah, I kind of wish I had them now. I wish I had these 90s clothes back. Come on, y'all. I gotta thrift hard, I guess. This is another winner right here. This is me with my grandpa. I think my grandma took this photo. We were in Chinatown. The fucking hat. So crazy. And the sandals, just the whole fit, like I said, eats down. Absolutely eats down. I love it so much. I was such a funny ass kid. I made the funniest faces. We're ending this segment off strong. Here's my last one. I love this picture. I just look so faded. I think of that like TikTok audio, like, yeah, I had too much Hennessy. I'm a little smashed. It's giving that. It's giving that. I love this photo. But yeah, I was a towhead basically. Basically, and then now when I like don't dye my hair, like my hair like dye like fades, I get like little, not like blonde, maybe like level 7 blonde, y'all. Level 7 is like, some people are like, oh my God, you're blonde. And then some people look at you and they're like, no, you're like a really light brunette. So I feel like I'm a level 7 naturally. If I were to like grow out my natural hair, it would not be this like light anymore, but it would be giving level 7, basically. So yeah, that's the tea. Anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed those baby pics of me. I hope y'all have a wonderful week and a fun weekend. Stay cool, y'all. Literally stay cool. Embrace the AC. It's hot out here, folks. Go to the pool, go to the beach, do something, go to the mall, be in the AC, y'all, basically. That's what I'm trying to do. So have a nice weekend, y'all. Have fun, be safe, and I'll see you next week.